Good evening and welcome to Blood, Sweat and Pears episode 4. I'm Jim Dale. We start the show with an official apology following a flurry of complaints made about a member of the team here at BSP. I can now go live to my colleague, Sam Rhymes.
I, Sam Rhymes, would like to take this opportunity to offer my most sincere and deepest apologies to everybody involved at Coal Wall Cricket Club after I mistakenly referred to you as Colwell Cricket Club during last week's airing. I really sincerely hope no offence was caused from my mistake, and I will be bettering myself and using this time to take heed of future advice on pronunciations. Thank you.
Powerful stuff indeed. Sam, thank you for those considered words.
That's okay.
All right, feel better?
Yeah.
So lifted, lifted.
Just relax now. Let's do what we do.
Okay, mate, but before we do what we do, there actually is another apology. Normally, there's 3 of us here, but this evening, it's just me and him. Why? Well, that's a good question. What may have happened, what might have happened is, I thought Paddy was sorting the guest, and Paddy thought Sam was sourcing a guest, and Sam thought that You kind of see where we're getting at
I don't know why.
To our left, there is an empty chair. We're not proud of it. We're not pleased about it.
No.
You are dealing with, and I can't stress this enough, idiots. Anyway, despite the fact we haven't got a clubby with us, myself and Sam are going to guide you through the wonderful world of cricket in Worcestershire, from the pros to the grassroots. And this wonderful podcast is brought to you in association with the good folk at the Lamb and Flag pub in Worcester. We're going to do the usual stuff, so there'll be results and tables. There will be Mr. or Mrs. Brightsider. There's going to be any other business. Jonesy's been on.
Oh, Jonesy, hello, mate.
Classic
Back again.
Jonesy. So we'll hear from Jonesy a little bit later on. And we're also going to hear about a community update as we're recording this in a secret location at Visit Worcestershire New Road. Not at the Lamb and Flag. We've heard the rumours.
Or is it?
Or is it? This is the thing. This is a mobile location.
We'll see.
We could be anywhere. We could be anywhere. We're at Visit Worcestershire New Road.
Why are you rude?
And as we're at Visit Worcestershire New Road, I suppose we better start there, hadn't we? So,
Yeah.
the blast in full swing now for both men and women. For the men, 2 fixtures since we last spoke to the good folk.
Yep.
1 win, 1 defeat, but lots of really good cricket.
Loads of great cricket. And even more importantly than that, I think you've had loads more entertainment atmosphere. The vibe here was great. Friday evening, tough one against Steelbacks, really well organised side, aren't they? Like, you could see that. Bowling, batting, well weighted, fielded really well, and ultimately deserved their win. But the good thing, I guess, about the Blast is the quick turnarounds, the nature of the quick turnaround, and they were straight up to Nottingham on Saturday evening, and what a display. Like, a complete performance. Batting was just superb. Adam Hose, I mean, that was just electric, wasn't it?
This is old school Adam Hose. He was all right last year,
Yeah.
but we kind of expected a little bit more. This year, he has been absolutely on fire.
Yeah. 50 against Yorkshire at home, and then backs up with 95 or 51. It plundered the ball to, like, big parts of the ground. It's not a small ground, Trent Bridge, either. It went over the big boundary, a couple slog sweeps.
The inside out over extra cover.
Nice.
Yeah, that's when you know he's in business, when he's clattering those.
I really like the way he tempered the innings as well. Built partnerships with Kashi Fally and with Ethan Brooks, 250 partnerships. First time I've done that all year. Posted 205, 206. Big score. Feels good when you're over 200. And then bowling, it was brilliant. Squeeze in the middle overs, Fateh Singh at it again. And then Dwarsha showed all his quality at the end with that spell of death bowling to close the game out, and really well-deserved win. I thought it was fantastic.
What a cracking performance. We do tend to do okay at Trent Bridge and
Yes,
score
we
runs.
do.
It's a good place. But, like, I mean, we saw you on social media having a little panic after 7 deliveries and things weren't going quite as well as you'd hoped.
Yeah, I know.
You don't lose a game in 7 deliveries. Look, just ask Northants about that. 5 wins from 5. They, as you said, they're really good, well-organised side.
Proper side, yeah.
But look, Worcestershire doing what they do, which is, when they're on it, better than the sum of their parts, and good cricket. Matt Waite to come back as well, so
there's loads. There's some really good parts, and I think the biggest positive actually was Brett Dolliver's captaincy was superb. His bowling rotations were great. Like, would have been really easy to be affected, I think, by dismissal. Really unfortunate how it happened. Early on, start of the game, he wants to lead from the front, but actually the way he changed his bowlers, he kept field rotations, everything. There was constant pressure on the Outlaws, and eventually it told, and the boys got the win on the road.
Looks like there's game plans in place, and they're playing good
It's like
cricket.
they know what they're doing.
They should do it for a living.
Yeah, ever thought about that?
Now, similarly, women's rapids, we've mentioned for a little while, there's been a sizable gap really between action. They had, you were talking to Bryony Gilgrass about they've been having inter-squad matches to try and stay sharp. Nothing quite beats being out in the middle. But on Sunday, there was the double header at Visit Worcestershire New Road, where they hosted Derbyshire Falcons and Northants Steelbacks.
Yeah.
2 defeats.
Yeah.
Some good cricket played. Couldn't quite put it together all in one performance, though, in the end.
No, unfortunately, no. I think they'll feel that, that second one was the one that got away. I think the first game, always going to be difficult defending 53, although they took it deep, and the Falcons had to about, I think, 17 overs to get to 53 or 54 to win the game.
78 dot balls the Rapids bowled in defence of 53.
That's impressive.
Because it was oddly exciting. It was like nothing was happening for the large part of that chase.
Yeah.
And that was the thing that was intriguing.
You could have rolled that up into like day 4 of like a Rothesay County Champ game. Yeah. Someone's playing for a draw, but actually no, they did what they needed to do. And then I think when you spoke to Claire after the game, the second game, I think there was a visible disappointment, a feeling that was the one that got away, that one against Northants, especially having lost to them twice already this competition. They probably felt they had their number. 4 overs to go, platform set.
Yeah, I felt for Boyce and the girls actually, because the way that they approached the chase from the outset was two reverse sweeps from Gwen Davies opening up, and there was real purpose and there was. I think there was controlled aggression to it, and they needed 27 from 26 with two wickets down, and it just felt a little bit Northants. They win a lot and they're a good unit, rather like the men, and it felt a little bit like a side there that were nervous in that moment, trying to get over the line, because they started the season well, but wins have been hard to come by for the women's Rapids for a little while.
They have, and I think Claire was the first to accept that she was gutted, but she got out personally on 48, too short 50, but also more importantly, bigger picture, she wanted to be there at the end to see it through, and then lost a couple quick ones, and Northants turned it around well. So disappointing one, but they'll get another chance to go again this Sunday, and another double header up at Grace Road.
Yes, and if you were here in the ground, then you'd have got a really good atmosphere, music playing. We did a live stream for it as well. So the infrastructure behind the women's Rapids and the product that is being put out there, the effort's being made, isn't it? And there's a good crowd. I will say this actually, Barchester and Lugwardine ladies softball cricket team, there was a competition that was going on kind of concurrently with the double header. They were good fun. So they had all their sports kit on, but they were wearing tutus and all sorts and shades. So they were giving it plenty, and they were really, really good atmosphere, really good bunch.
It was fantastic, a really great day, and like you touched upon there with the Barcelona Lugwardine ladies, actually that is what the ambition is, right? Is to get people through the door, get people through the gate, and see what a great product it is out there. The women's Rapids have been doing such good stuff for so many years now. It's just about exposing the product and getting that out there and saying, do you know what, these girls are really capable. Give them the support, give them the backing, and you're going to get good value for your money for watching cricket like that. So absolutely, really good day.
And speaking of Megafest and all things related, you've been on the interview trail again, haven't you?
I have, I've been chasing people. I just do it. I just follow people around till I get some words. That's what I do. This week I had a quick catch up with the Worcestershire Cricket Foundation's James Casey, not James Bracey.
Correct.
And we spoke about the success of Megafest and why it's such a big achievement for everyone involved at Worcestershire County Cricket Club.
There's been some really buzzing clubs that we've gone and visited. It's been really, really positive, and looking forward to some more stuff coming up soon.
Fantastic, and it wasn't just the women's double header action we had here at New Road yesterday. We also had your Megafest that was going on, of course, just behind the ground. Loads of bright, vibrant colours, lots of people, some loads of noise coming from the ground. Can you tell us a little bit about kind of what happened yesterday and what the aim of the initiative was that you guys put on yesterday?
Yeah, so Megafest is basically our big women's softball festival. So we run softball festivals throughout the summer, but this is our main big event, basically, that we want as many teams as possible to come along to, not just from Worcestershire, but from around the country as well. So the team that actually won it, Moddershall, a sort of Stoke way. So they had a big trek on Sunday morning to get down there. It's just a celebration of women's cricket, and the main thing is that it's the entry point to the game. So it's softball, relaxed, more sort of social cricket that's really, really accessible. And the main thing is that you have fun from it, basically.
Cool,
So
yeah.
it's that real entry point, and it was really good to see 20 odd teams, over 160 women there. Just a very vibrant day of cricket.
Absolutely, and I guess on from that, you talk about the entry level, and that's a place where anyone can enter the game and the game that you guys support. What are the kind of intentions and the driving factors and the things you see as a success after yesterday? Was it the participation? Was it the range of teams you had there? What is success for you guys, I guess?
I think we saw a really wide range of demographics there, which is the key thing. So we had people who probably sort of mums that were playing and have got into the game through their kids playing, but then also realised that there's that opportunity for them as well.
Yeah.
And then equally, quite a lot of sort of younger girls who have gone through a more traditional route and are taking part that way. So it's really sort of a wide entry point for people. So you can sort of enter the game whatever age you are, however much skill you've got. You're more than welcome to play the game.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, maybe just thinking on the back of that, I know that we've had a lot of talk about it around the club in the last few days, the last few weeks about MegaFest, but it's also been attracting some interest in sort of the mainstream media as well. You were saying earlier there's been a bit of radio press behind things as well, so it's obviously gaining traction with stuff you guys are doing.
Me and Alex have been on the radio a few times this week, which is which was quite good, and hopefully again spreading the message that cricket's a game that anyone can take up, and spreading that message really, really far and wide to listeners across the county.
Absolutely.
So that was a nice surprise, and hopefully really getting the message out there.
Tremendous, yeah. And how important was it? Obviously, you had the Women's MegaFest driving women's participation in the sport. To have the women's rappers playing here as well, that must have been massive.
Yeah, I think it shows that wide range that the game's got. So you've got social cricket, and then you've got it all the way up to performance and the really good opportunities that are in the women's game to now make a career out of it. So there's those role models that younger girls can look up to and achieve. Being at New Road, playing in front of crowds at a major ground, or equally you can go down the social route as well. So all of those avenues are open now, which I think was showcased across what we were doing and what was happening in the ground. So
absolutely they were. And then just finally, before you leave us, looking ahead, you've got a couple other big events coming up. The summer doesn't stop here. A lot more happening with you guys.
Yes. So we've got our National Walking Cricket Festival coming up, which is again a really big event. Lots of teams that'll be played on the outfield of New Road. A big event there. We've got the Black Country Street Sixes, which we're doing in cooperation with the club, which should be a really good day at the Black Country Museum. And then we've got our Schools Day at the Cricket as well, which is where we basically take over the ground for a county championship game. And there's something like 1,000 kids there.
Amazing.
Bit of activation behind the ground, and then lots of people watching cricket for the first time. Some really big events that we're looking forward to, and hopefully the weather sticks out and we get those events in bright sunshine.
Sure. Well, thank you very much for your time. Very nice to hear from James there, all about what's been happening, and a really, really exciting project and prospect the guys have been getting behind, as well as what's been happening out of Worcestershire New Road. That's a little tongue twister, isn't it?
You got through it, mate, and I respect you.
It's time to talk about all things club cricket. We may not have a clubby with us, but we're going to talk club cricket.
I can't believe we didn't book a guest.
Oh, don't do so. It's so bad.
But actually, before we get into the results bit, mate. It's kind of been noticed that you tend to just pick someone out at random and bury them on the show. Now,
I keep getting triggered for this.
No, that's okay. Look, but I just thought, what I've got here, I've got a little insurance policy, Sam. So if you just suddenly decide to go after one person and just trigger them on the show, live, I've just got a little insurance policy. It's what you might call like a community chest thing if you're into Monopoly. So if we need to crack that open, then we will. Okay?
I haven't seen that,
no?
and I don't know what's in that.
Well,
so now
you behave yourself. I'll just
personal life or
pop it there next
cricketing abilities or anything.
It's cricket relevant. It's cricket relevant.
Okay.
There are no police cautions involved in this. Anyway, should we do Birmingham League?
Let's talk Birmingham League. Right, okay, this week, rain ruled the roost across the Birmingham Premier League as 4 of the 6 games fell victim, which, as we all know, is the worst feeling in the world, waking up on a Saturday morning, having waited all week and put up with work colleagues and families and stress and all the rest of it, and then you're not going anywhere on Saturday. But
Oh, you might get to go to IKEA.
oh God. But unfortunately, guys, it made my job a lot easier, so I'm actually quite happy about it.
Your day was ruined,
yeah,
but I have
true,
less work to do.
exactly.
I like it.
Prem Div 1, Harborne and Barnards Green played out a draw. Harborne were bowled out for 124 before Rehan Edavalath.
Rehan Edavalath.
What he said. And Ryan Tongue both scored 50s in the Barnards Green reply. I want to get that right. Edavalath.
Edavalath, yeah.
Oh, David. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well batted, Rehan.
Good player, he's one of ours.
That makes it worse. In the
It does make it worse.
so much worse.
It does make it worse.
In the only other game that survived the weather, Ombersley and Berkswell shared the spoils. Ombersley batted first and amassed 260 from their 55 overs, with number 5 Joel Cox scoring a well-made 100 off 130.
He's been scoring a bucket load in the Prem Div, hasn't he? And he's gotten right into the first team.
He's been enjoying
Run
it.
machine, we see you, Coxie.
He's just a run machine. In reply, Berkswell reached 167 for 7, with the superbly named Sheridan Gums scoring 61, top score for his side. It's not the
Sheridan
best
Gums.
name we're going to hear.
There's some cracking names knocking about,
That's a
gang,
bloody
and
good
we
one.
don't mean this with that by any disrespect, but
No.
sometimes these things just make you happy.
They do.
Sam Rhymes is quite strong. Jim Dale, that is dull, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, it's a little bit,
Ugh.
yeah.
Anyway, Sheridan Gums, we see you and we appreciate you.
Battered. Prem Div 2, Kidderminster saw their game abandoned halfway through their defence of 213. Rain brought them off with their opponents West Bromwich Dartmouth 31 without loss. Stylebridge were one of the few sides who did complete a game on Saturday, however. They raced past Hanworth's total of 71, winning by 6 wickets. And Stylebridge had bowler Nick Bearhead. It's not your first mention on the show, actually, Nick, to thank, as his superb spell sped his team to victory. 7.1 overs, 3 maidens, 7 for 15.
Oh, that's Glenn McGrath-esque, isn't it?
Well bowled. Yeah, extremely well bowled. So, and his figures made the table look like you're about to say they now look. Because that's what
we
you do.
don't have the Birmingham League tables, my friend. We don't have that level of production.
Too bad. I'm so sorry. Div 1 or is it
We're
you?
going to have to start next week's show with another apology. Yeah, let's go to the Prem Div. So, into the Prem Div, Worcester Nomads, who got off to winning ways last time out, well, they got a creditable draw against table-topping Bromsgrove Firsts. That's despite being 4 for 3 on 5 overs. They managed to post a respectable 228 for 6, in large part thanks to Ollie Ranscombe and Nick Jones. They did the heavy lifting. The rain-affected reply saw Bromsgrove well short, only 3 down, but Jaden Levitt, yet again, run machine, my lad. 117 nothing. Yeah, if we can get Sam singing.
We should cue that, really.
I think there might be some sort of copyright issue.
True.
NINEfers made 298 for 8 in their 50 overs. Astwood Banks first made 119 for 8 from 20 overs. And that's a draw in name only, really, isn't it? It's just funny, this sort of draw setup. Yeah, shout out to Hassan Ijaz for a 75-ball 114 that included 7 fours and 10 sixes.
Proper batting.
That's loose,
Proper
isn't it?
razzle
That's
dazzle.
what you like,
I
don't you?
love it.
You don't want to grind it out, run a ball nonsense.
Not interested. Boring. No.
There were 50s from Abel, Norton and Ridings. That does sound like a solicitors grouping, doesn't it? Yeah. And a 4 for Miles as Pershall registered a win against OEs. Another draw this time between Worcester CC and Pedmore. Worcester had the better of it as Patel and Jones got the runs, while Waters was in the wickets. Draw though it was. Barn Green seconds bowled Redditch first out for 68 to complete a 92-run victory. I am Jaffa again. More wickets for him, 4 for 29. Adam Davis took 4 for 14 from 7 overs for Barnt Green. And the biggest result sees Stourport first beaten. They've been toe-to-toe with Bromsgrove all season. They were beaten by Ombersley seconds. The Ombersley openers put on 50 for the first wicket and somehow managed to collapse to 103 all out.
Oh, middle order. What's happened?
Yeah, that's a shocker, isn't it? Stourport Siddharth, as you had, took 4 for 15. Nasim Abbas, 5 for 27. set a target of just 104 to win. Stourport were then skittled out for 74. How about this for some bowling figures, my friend? Ombersley's Alex Parker took 8 for 31.
You don't give any 8-fers, do you?
No, mate. 8 for 31 is absolute filth, isn't it? Wowzers. Well played, Alex Parker. Right. Well, let's see what that means for the... I mean, yeah, that's proper, isn't it? 5 for is...
We've seen 5s, we've seen some 7s, we saw an 8 is rare.
Well, hold that thought, my friend. It might get better a bit later on. Yeah. That's a tease, isn't it? Right, okay, so to the Premier Division table, Bromsgrove firsts still lead the way despite their draw, 158 points, 7 wins from 8. Now, Worcester firsts have overtaken Stourport on 7 firsts after Stourport got beat by Ombersley. So they now have 151 points, Stourport on 148. At the other end of things, Redditch, bottom, 1 win, 55 points. Lie, bottom, 1 win, 60 points. Worcester Nomads, well, third from bottom, 1 win, 64 points. So pretty much of a muchness in the Premier Division. But 8 for 31, goodness me.
Yeah, I hope you got a good pat on the back as well. In a situation like that as well, when they needed him.
I mean, defending 104.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm interested to know though, like, was there a rain delay? Was it like 50 for no wicket? It hoofed it down, and then no one could, no one could
get off the
Was
square.
that being played underwater? What's going on there? Let me know.
Div 1?
Div 1 surely
Div
should
1.
follow.
Let's do it. Burgill, Tillington. They won by 118 runs. They secured victory in style as their skipper, Mr. Ben Morgan, it said, will play cricket, but if it's not, I apologise. He declared.
Ooh.
Yeah? I guess this is rain coming in as well, teams.
Yeah.
It has to be. His team were 203 for 8. Backing his bowlers, they absolutely repaid his faith, tearing through Barnard's Green for just 85. John Lewis, other shops are available, starred with 6 wickets in the process.
Morgs,
impressive.
good skippering, mate. Love that. Weather closing in, get the overs in, otherwise you have one of those daft draws. Also, have you seen some like the revised chase? Is like the same amount but just loads less overs.
You get like 12 less overs to chase 130, which is the same as the original.
Yeah.
I don't know how it works out. But
it makes no sense. But there we are.
that's why we're not paid to do it, and the umpires are there to do it.
Fair point.
Bewdley overcame Droitwich Spa with relative ease. They chased down 72 with 4 wickets in hand. Spoils were shared between Halesowen and Barter Street and Lugwardine as they collected 13 and 8 points respectively. Alex Bingham, Ali Rashid and Luke Beasley all recorded half centuries on their way to 236 for 5. B&T reached 145 for 5 from their 26 overs, playing out a nice friendly draw. One game was rearranged and carried over to Sunday as Netherton played Bromyard at Flaggoner's Green.
Love that. Get the game done.
Just get it done.
Yes.
Everyone's keen. N. Wackar stole all the headlines as he slammed 161 off 130 balls, including 16 fours and 10 sixes. That's proper batting, a proper innings. In their total of 277 for 6 before they skittled Bromyard out for 78. Himley versus Hagley was abandoned, as was Brockhampton's game at Cold Wall.
Nailed it. Right, okay, let's have a look at the Division 1 table then. It means Bewdley sit top of the pile. 8 wins from 8. Now, I may well be the only team that has won every game.
I haven't seen many undefeated.
We'll find out. Bewdley, hot as anything this season. 164 points. Then there's a big drop off to Halesowen. 5 wins for them, 121. 5 wins for Brockhampton, 120. 5 wins for Droitwich Spa, 117. So that second spot in the race for promotion is already getting saucy. I'm into that. Right. Other end of things. Bromyard, not so good. No wins, 31 points. Then there's a jump straight up to Himley, 2 wins, 70 points. Then Barnard's Green seconds, 3 wins, 81. Netherton, 3 wins, 82. Hagley, 3 wins, 83. So rather like the top of the table, the second spot, in this case relegation, there are 4 sides and they are neck and neck. So that's proven to be, and that's going to be a really exciting division at both ends, isn't it? That's going to go right to the wire.
I'd love to get your thoughts on that.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, we haven't gone.
It's going to be fine.
We'll get through it.
Right. Div 2 it is then, Tiger. Let's go. Breedon first chased down Chaddesley Corbis first inning total of 161 with 4 wickets to spare. Breedon's Sam Richards taking a 4-fer in that one. Coombswood first drew with Old Swinford firsts. Tom Blunt and Spencer Mann got 50s for Old Swinford. 2 half-centuries for Coombswood as well. David Meehan and, well, this might be the coolest name in history. So, Kimani Sexius. Congratulations on your 77 from 46 balls. 6 fours, 6 sixes. Wowzers, that's something else.
It's everything about it. It's just perfect.
You cannot beat that. Kimani Sexius, we salute you. Another cool name, Gomez Vincent, 50 for Kitty seconds.
That's wicked.
Yeah.
Gomez.
Bell Broughton, Stu Hawke got a 50 as well. Match drawn. Another draw between Lye seconds and Netherton seconds as overs struggle to be bowled in bad weather across the region. Is Asif Iqbal got 66 for Netherton in that one. Elsewhere, Astwood Bank seconds beat Rushwick first by 48 runs, and Alvechurch and Hopwood versus Bromsgrove seconds was abandoned. It was wet, Sam.
It was really wet everywhere, wasn't it? It was the story of the weekend.
It was really wet.
Wet.
There's a band in there somewhere, mate. Right, enough of that nonsense. Marty Pello accepted. Division 2 table. Netherton still lead the way. 8 played, 7 victories, 153 points. Then a drop off to Breeden, 6 wins with 130 points. Then a gap again to Bromsgrove seconds, 4 wins, 112 points. So the top 2 looking strong in that division. At the other end of things, Chaddersey Corbett, 1 win, 70 points. Then it gets close. Old Swinford first, 2 wins, 70 points. Lye, 2 wins, 75. Then up to Astwood Bank seconds, 3 wins, 88 points.
I get fidgety when I hear Astwood Bank.
This
This show is dominated by Astwood Bank, isn't it? We've had players and club representatives, and
Hey, Astwood, here's
they're
the
just
thing.
good at cricket.
Ashwood, well, they get involved. So Ashwood Bank, there has been a lot of Ashwood Bank. But that's okay. Other clubs come and get involved. If you come to us and say, I want to be on the show, it saves us mucking up the admin and meaning
No
you've
more
got an
Ashwood
empty
Bank.
chair.
No more Astwood Bank.
Are we facilitating an Ashwood ban?
Get Astwood Bank. Yeah, no more. Get some other people in this chair. We
Okay.
need more. Division 3.
Go on then, mate. After that tirade against one of the finest clubs in the
I've
land.
done it again.
You
It's
have
always,
upset
it's
people
always against the player. This week is against the whole club. So
You didn't have anyone to
slowly getting there, aren't I? Worcester Nomad second, Division 3. Worcester Nomad seconds drew against Feckenham, 260 for 6, played 137 for 6. Enville Staffs, they rounded up a 98-run win against Martley. Their 249 for 8 proved too many for their opposition. Alex Craven stole the show with a very tidy 6 for 40 from his 11 overs. Alex, well bowled. Cookley nicked a thriller against Avencroft. Game of the day in Div 3.
Okay, I'm in.
It's brilliant. Cookley, 204 for 8, batting first. Ben Athay or Ben Athay.
Ben Athy. I mean,
Ben
Ben
Athy?
Athy is a strong name
Ben
in
Athy.
cricketing terms. Is he related to Bill Athy? Probably not.
Don't know, but who's Ben Athay?
Bill Athy, no, it doesn't matter, dude. Played for Derbyshire for years, and I think Yorkshire as well. He's 80s. He's 70s, 80s.
fair,
He played
then.
through his 112. I think he played county cricket in the 90s as well.
Oh, wow. Wow,
Anyway.
that's impressive. Ben Athy took a fifer. Duncan Roke led the charge in response. He scored 70, but his side fell 13 runs short of a famous Duckworth-Lewis affected run chase. Absolutely gutting, but a thrilling game for the neutral. I still don't fully understand these draws, but I am kind of getting there, mate. I'm trying my best. I got some more revision in with this one, though. Old Elizabethans made a more than respectable 229 from their 49.4 overs against Droitwich Spa 2s. They fell 40 runs short of the revised Duckworth-Lewis score, but as they only lost 6 wickets, they held out and got a draw because Benjamin Foster and George Lucking were the not-out batters that carried them through. And then Stourport on 7 seconds against Brockhampton was victim of the rain, as was 5 Ways Old Edwardians against
It was
Himbleton.
wet. It's really wet, mate.
Wet.
It was really wet.
Everywhere.
Just a quick one on Bill Athy. Yeah, he did play for Yorkshire, but he actually played one solitary game for Worcestershire, a one-day game.
Bill!
Charles William Jeffrey Athy. Anyway, that's just an aside. I had to look it up.
Thank you
The
for
opportunity
doing
was
that.
there. No biggie, no
It's-
worries.
What a nice little touch as well that you played for Worcestershire.
Yeah, what a lovely little happy accident that was. Right, Bill Athy, more power to you.
I've never had one of those.
You never had a happy accident? I feel like we're going in areas that we
Crack
can't
on
really
with
cover
the
here.
table.
That's a good call.
Crack on
Right.
with the table.
Division 3, Enville, they lead the way. They're another team that have a 100% record. So that 100% record vibe lasted, one table.
Yeah, I know. You ruined it. Commentator's curse, isn't it?
I know, mate. Right, so Envil, 8 wins from 8, 164 points. There is a 44-point gap all the way down to OE's 5 wins. A clutcher sides on 5 wins. 120 points for OE's, 119 points for Cookley, 112 points for Brockhampton. At the other end of things, Droitwich Spa seconds, 52 points, but still no wins. So it means they're in games, they just can't get over the line. Feckenham have gotten over the line once with 55. There's a 16-point gap up to Worcester Nomads seconds. So those two at risk of being cut adrift a little bit.
Yeah, you start to see it now, don't you? I saw it when you said at the top of the table, that buffer at the top now, you're getting like more than a 1 win away.
Yeah.
Teams will pull away. And at the bottom as well, the same. If you start falling away now, it's going to be difficult to make up that gap.
Pressure on, but that's what you like. Competitive cricket.
Oh, we love cricket.
We do love cricket.
Everywhere.
Look, peril is our friend when it comes to these sorts of things.
Yeah.
Right, let's get into Division 4. Redditch seconds were chasing... Redditch seconds were 94 for 3, chasing 151 for victory when the rains came. Hagley's James Trinham made 50 in the first innings, while Aman Malik took 5 wickets. Hadley Kilkenny, there's a good strong name as well. Hadley Kilkenny
Scottish.
was bowled... Kilkenny's in Ireland.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Tell you, you're nailing the geography this week, my friend.
I'm so bad. I thought London was down from here.
Hadley Kilkenny was bowled for 49 in the run chase.
Unlucky.
And he was bowled by James Trinham, so fair play to him. He got a duck last week, didn't he?
Yeah.
Trinny?
Trinners.
Yeah, Trinners. Got 100 the week before, though, but there we are.
Peaks and troughs.
Peaks and troughs, mate. The journey of life, my friend. Right, Romsey and Huntington chased down a revised target of 186, just 3 down to beat Old Hill seconds. Luke Miley, miles better than everyone else, making 103. Not out. You're welcome. Tenbury Wells beat Clavely by 8 wickets. Clavely were rolled for just 93. Farrar getting a 4-fer. 4 for Farrar. Yeah, easy as that. Ed Kent got a 4-fer as well. And then the Malvern Derby, mate. That's the big one in this.
Oh, this was
the Malvern Derby.
One.
Mark Mucky. Mark Muck, top scorer in West Malvern's total of 168. He made 42. The rest of Malvern, so it's West Malvern, then the rest of Malvern, I guess.
Okay,
like
the West against
North,
the rest.
East and South Malvern.
Yeah.
They chased down a revised target of 100 from 20 overs, just 3 down with 13 balls to spare. Opener Tony Arnold finishing with an unbeaten half-century. Old Regornians first versus Worcester seconds and Pershore seconds versus Harborne first were both abandoned. It was too wet. It was wet.
Wet.
True story.
It seems a bit unfair that West Malvern have to play against all the rest of Malvern.
Well, I don't know. It's kind of like West Malvern. It's slightly kind of round the hill a bit.
Is it? Okay.
It's the People's Republic of West Malvern. What I know, I've played for West Malvern. I played a solitary game for West Malvern about 15 years ago.
15.
Last time I went there, I went to a reggae night. It was a confusing experience, but I had a lovely time.
You never failed to surprise me.
There's a lot going on with me.
Yeah, there is.
There's a lot going on with me. I mean, I couldn't look more vanilla if I tried. But
how far is West Malvern? I don't know how far.
from Malvern?
From here.
It's about 7 miles, wasn't it?
Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Okay, I didn't know.
I'm sensing a trip out to Malvern is on the cards, gang.
Oh, live show.
Live show in Malvern. Ah, we're talking. When's the return fixture? The next Malvern Derby.
Oh, they've got a hill to climb, haven't they, according to Spuddy?
Gonna nick someone else's lines, you've got to credit it. Looking lovingly at the chair that Spud once inhabited. That is an Astwood ban. Right, to the Division 4 table. Top of the pile, it's Redditch seconds, 140 points from their 8 games. Harborne first, 132. Then there's a drop-off to Worcester seconds with 101 points. At the other end, Old Regornians prop up the table, 2 wins, 69 points. In other divisions, that would be plenty. Hagley seconds, 3 wins, 76 points. Then West Malvern with 2 wins, but ahead of Hagley on 77 points. Then Tenbury Wells on 83. And Romsey and Huntington. I struggled to read that. I just realised I haven't got my glasses on.
No,
so,
yeah. And you
this
are
shows an absolute
at that time of
tatty
life.
circus.
Yeah.
I'm only 41, dude.
But it is interesting, isn't it? When you go through the tables each week, do a great job as well.
Thank you.
But you do realise that this draws situation, how much it affects and can affect, and teams getting a draw getting 8 points in comparison to a team that get a draw and get 15 points. How much now we're starting to see that pay dividends at both ends of the table.
It is a reasonable system, isn't it?
That was serious analysis
It
then
was.
for me for a minute.
That was well thought out.
Can do it, can I? Shall we do Division 5?
Yeah, let's move on, because
Let's
that's freaking me
While
out.
we do it, strike while the iron's hot, my grandmother would say. Division 5, Astwood Bank thirds, beat Stourbridge seconds by 48 runs. More revised targets in play. Big shout out to Astwood Bank's Freddie Robinson for taking 4 wickets. Harvington's Rowan Snell, he took 4 for 28 as Barnt Green threes posted 106 for 7 in their 25 overs. But the visitors knocked off a revised Duckworth Lewis enforced total of 96 inside 16 overs, winning by 9 wickets. Halesoe in third, they beat Coombswood seconds by 111 runs. It didn't stop John Priest from refusing to get 100 though, did it, John? He was bowled out for 99 by Kevin Wan. What's the lesson? Don't take your eye off the ball for 1 second.
That's right, my friend.
Don't do it.
That's the sort of quality you get with BSP. And you're welcome. Brought to you by the Lamb and Flag.
But seriously, unlucky. Must be. I've never been out 99, but we've had many a story about people being out in the 90s.
Bold
Never
on
nice.
99. Here's the thing, Precy. Were you going for it? You were just trying to run one down a third man and got a thick edge, or were you trying to whack it out the
he's
park?
trying to go over the top. He's missed a straight one either way, and hopefully his mates were nice and kind and caring, didn't say anything too sarcastic when he came off. Who knows?
Leave Precy for a couple of minutes. Just give him 10.
Give him a minute.
He's just chopped on 99.
Helmet, glove, the whole lot. Faisal Khalid, he went one better for Cutnell Green first, out for exactly 100. That's how you do it, Precy. As his side recorded a 51-run win over Harbourne second.
I'm so into that, by the way. I've got 100. I'm not starting again.
Done.
I can't be bothered with the singles and the teams and the 20s. 100, get out of the way.
Not interested.
Top stuff, Faisal. Good work.
They recorded a 51 win over Harbourne second. Pedmore seconds went big against Bromyard seconds. John Smith and Freddie Hyard both making tons in a total of 345 for 4. Chasing a revised total of 194, Mike Rees made a blistering 104 from 62, but his side fell 29 runs short. And Eastnall versus Bewley seconds was abandoned. You know why?
It's too wet, mate.
Wet.
It was just too wet.
Wet.
It was too wet.
Wet. There is it, and that's Division 5.
Right, well, let's do the
Wrapped
table
up.
then.
Go on.
Okay, right. Top of the shelf. If 3 teams on 6 wins. Oh, it's tight at the top. Tight at the top, Rhymesy.
It's like
Right,
that.
Harbourne seconds, top of the pile, 136 points, 6 wins. Cutnell Green first, 133 points, 6 wins. Halesoe in thirds, 130 points, 6 wins. 6 points between the top 3, only 2 go up. Someone's going to be heartbroken at the end of the season. Oh, I love
That's
it.
good, isn't it?
And at the bottom, do you know what? Tight at the bottom as well. 4 teams at the bottom of the table on 2 wins apiece. Barnt Green prop up the rest with 74 points. Then it's Bewdley with 79. Then Coombswood on 82. Bromyard seconds on 83. So that's 9 points separating 4 teams. And more precisely, second bottom that goes down, the 2 teams above second bottom, that all 3 of those teams are separated by just 4 points. Margins, my friend.
Now there's going to be some situations across the next few weekends until the end of August when captains are losing their minds about drop catches and teams getting out for 199 or not bowling a team out, because they are going to be crucial.
Doesn't matter,
points.
mate. Well played. Secretly livid.
No, exactly.
Who is? By the way, here's the thing. Who's the most angry captain in the league? I'm into this. You know, like you have your Brearleys, who they're just kind of methodical and measured, and kind of everything's going to be okay. Who's a shouter? Have you got a shouter? Let us know. Let us know. So here's the thing. Like I say, this is your show. AOB, you want to be a guest? You give us a shout. You reach us. Here we go. I can do this. You can reach us on media@wccc.co.uk.
Well, mate, very good.
Thank you very much.
3 C's.
Okay. Right, that's Div 5 done. It's Div 6, isn't it? I can do
you
this.
think, previous guest I'm going back to, do you think Spud's an angry captain?
I think he's quite a gentle soul.
I agree.
Here's my take
I
on
agree.
it, based on no evidence.
Yeah.
I think I get the sense that a formerly angry man
Yeah.
who's now a little bit zen.
Yeah. I bang on the money, I think. Yeah,
okay.
really chill. Nice to play for, I reckon.
Spencer White, an evil genius.
Yeah, got that about him.
Philo, I feel like, would make a good politician.
I think Fido's got a pretty stern defence when he needs to. I think he I think
he's well put together, chap, isn't he?
Yeah.
Even if he did call out his wife for not
But-
ironing his clothes, and I think like, big self-grown man. That was a gutsy move.
he is chairman, isn't he? So he has to have a little bit of,
Yeah.
you know, sort of political about him.
Yeah,
But
Philo, just get the blazer and tie on at all times. Even when you just like normal job, blazer and tie, club chairman. Yeah.
Party line.
Right, Division 6. Just 4 fixtures completed in Division 6 this week, mate. Do you know why? It's wet. It was really wet. Right, let's start with a team that Sam loves to say, Berghill, Tillington and Weebly seconds.
You did it!
For you, mate. For you. Beat NINEfers by 6 wickets, chasing down a revised target of 204 in just 22 overs, in large part thanks to Gregory Penning. Gregory Penning, you sound like a 1950s actor, like a Hollywood, like the golden era of Hollywood.
You look at me like that, like I know 1950s. That's
Well, it's not a real actor. It just sounds like a.
okay. Well, sorry, I don't know.
You know, anyway,
I'm sure
Gregory
I
Penning.
can.
It's a classic name. I like it. 79, well batted. Right, from the team that Sam loves to say to the team that Sam can't say. It's Colwall. Right, their seconds beat Bell Broughton seconds by 5 wickets, despite James Bessick refusing to get 100. He made 94. Alvely first, absolutely hoofed Kiddie thirds by 160 runs, and that's going some because most sides didn't even make 160 this week.
Yeah.
How many teams got out for like 90 odd?
Yeah,
160 is a massive margin.
Yeah.
Sheesh, right. Modley made a century for Alvely, but that was somewhat overshadowed by a Mr. J. Carr. Jimmy Carr? Jake? Well, we don't know. It's Mr. J. Carr. Either way, he was laughing all the way back to the clubhouse because he took, and wait for it, 25 for 9. Do you believe that? Official figures, 7.1
You got
overs.
Australia then?
I didn't know.
The other way around.
9 for 25.
Such a big build-up. 9 for 25.
Yeah.
What was his name?
Right, 9 for 25. 7.1
Mr.
overs.
J. Carr.
J. Carr. 9 wickets.
I don't think I've
25 runs.
ever seen. I've seen one 9 for, I think, and that was in the Devon League about 2009. I've never seen a 9 for him.
Absolutely unreal.
That is brilliant, and that will go down in the archives as well. There'll be
And he's in
badges-
Alvely first, so we can't even call Rinner, can we? He's in
Yeah,
Alvely
well.
first. He can't go any harder than that. So
Well bowled, Mr. Carr.
yeah, you can fluke.
That's so impressive.
You can fluke a fifer. You
That's
can have a
so-
few rotten deliveries getting caught out, but that's
9.
legit. Yeah. Something else, right? So what does that mean for the Division 6 table? I'll tell you, gang.
People were talking about that for years. That 9.
So, rather pleasingly, top of the pile, the team that Sam can't say,
Colwall.
Colwall, played 8, won 8, the third team with a 100% record in the top 6 divisions, 160
Yes.
points, then a drop off to BTW. Berghill, Tillington, and Weebly. You're only getting 1. You're just getting 1.
Okay.
6 wins for them, 134 points. Himley thirds, just behind them, 6 wins, 131. At the bottom of the pack, it's Kidderminster thirds, who got that good old-fashioned hoofing. Played 8, no wins, 39 points. Stourbridge thirds, doing their best to match them. No wins, 41 points. And the writing's on the wall for those two. There's a bit of a jump up to Bromsgrove thirds, 2 wins, 73 points. So that's a quick whip round of the top 6 divisions.
Yeah.
But any other business, Jonesy's been on.
Jones is back.
Yeah, from Worcester CC. He wants to talk about the first 11 game against Pedmore. They were off for rain for nearly 3 hours, and Worcester were 175 for 2 from 28 overs, which is pretty good going.
Yeah.
But let's talk about Lewis Franklin, shall we? Because he got a 2-ball duck, and he decided to entertain the lads by sliding over the covers at the ground. I think video footage or it didn't happen. Only we've got the video footage. So producer Paddy.
Get it on.
The best thing about it is that he did a swallow dive over the covers, and as a result, he then had to phone his mum to get him to bring a change of clothes. Lewis, you are a wally, but we appreciate you.
I love it. I think it's great.
So, Chris Jones, Jonesy, thanks for getting in touch.
Thanks,
How did he
Jonesy.
get in touch, though, Sam? I'll tell you.
Tell
It's
us.
because he contacted us via email using the following address.
You can do it.
Media at wccc.co.uk. Right, okay, after all that, so
Yeah.
what have we learned? We've learned about the top 6 divisions. We've got a really good AOB, God bless you, Jonesy.
Yeah.
We know that now there's an Astwood ban. And the annoying thing about the Astwood ban is we've got to do Mr. or Mrs. Brightsider.
Yeah.
I'd start right at the top of the show, like Amy Wheeler on loan from the Blaze, the Women's Rapids. She's a good player, and she's been good with bat and ball. But,
sharp as well.
yeah, she's quick.
Yeah.
Really good cricketer, and she was she's very unlucky on Sunday.
I know, yeah, it's difficult, wasn't it?
She got a 3-ball one, a 2-ball duck, and took no wickets. But she bowled better than that, and she had to hit out when the game was already
it's
gone.
difficult. Pressure was on.
So, Mrs. Brightsider, can we send a top end cricketer a case of cider? I don't know.
I'm not sure.
Okay. See, here's the other thing: is I think, what about Tom Underhill, who got run out for naught, not facing a ball?
so
the problem is, do you know who he plays for? There's an Astwood ban.
Other clubs are available. Get other clubs. We need some Stowbridges and some Stowpals.
We'll get our lives in order. We'll get the guests, we'll get everyone lined up.
Cutnam Green or someone, anyone. They're nice people though. I would.
So who are we going to give their height in cider?
What about? I think Preece's one is.
Preece, the 99, bowled for 99.
Like, it doesn't get more. That is.
Do you know what? Okay,
like, unlucky, but also ironic in a weird way.
Look, there are a few other people that didn't get much or had some horrible. But
there's a lot of good cricket this weekend. Do
you know what? For 2 weeks solid, we've been going after people who refuse to get hundreds. If you got out in the 90s, you were getting it, and we've been handing it to you. So, 1 run away, he'll be absolutely gutted.
Yeah, for sure.
Should we give it to someone who actually did something genuinely really well? The guy who got a cone, 99.
Yeah, 100%.
Right, well that's it. Mr. Brightsider this week is going to John Preece for your 99, bowled by Kevin Wan. More power to you. Right, so that means we've got...
How can you say that without saying, like, 1 run away? I can't. When you said that, I just couldn't not say it.
Well, you said it, so I didn't
Serious
have to,
achievement, though. 99, I'm gutted it didn't quite work out for you.
Look, no one saw this happening in the show. It's amazing what an apology can do at the start, because Sam now is
I've been
empathy.
I do want to just stress as well that Astwood Bank, everyone at that club are lovely people. Everyone we've had contact with, we just need some breadth.
Yeah.
So,
Astwood Bank.
Nothing personal, but...
Right, okay, on to contractual obligations. Tatty Circus this week. The Blast is back this Friday as the men's rapid side take on Lancashire Lightning at Visit Worcestershire New Road, which is why I'm going to tell you to get on their website and look at the varied ticketing options, hospitality options that are on offer. There are some still available, although... Actually, Blast tickets up for Worcestershire, unlike most teams this year, which is good.
We are bucking the trend,
So get them, hot tickets, and playing good cricket at the moment. So come down to Visit Worcestershire New Road. You might be able to hear the cathedral bells in the background just to confirm our location.
Secret location.
Secret location.
I refuse to confirm anything.
The secret location, we're in a pod in between the 2 pavilions, but you'll never find us. Right, that's contractual obligations. Buy some tickets. Now, this is the bit in the show where we thank our guest and present a cap, which we can't do.
It's going to be tough.
All we can do is promise to do better next time. But for this week at least, from myself, Jim Dale, and from gorgeous Sam, and the lovely, lovely folk at the Lamb and Flag pub, it's just time to say it's good night, isn't it? They've all had enough of this.
Good night. Good night, everyone at Astwood Bank as well.